find out the only ass you can get your hands on belongs to your 13-year-old daughter?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then how come you look like the devil just reached in and grabbed them little raisins you call balls?
She's a little liar and a goddamn tease.
How could you do it, Joe?
Loris took her daughter out for a walk to clear her mind, but then she noticed the family heirloom pendant hanging on her daughter's chest. Loris immediately realized that something terrible might have happened. She asked her daughter if her father had hurt her, but the daughter remained silent. Loris knew they could no longer stay there. She pulled out her passbook, the money she had secretly saved over the years, and planned to withdraw it so she could leave with her daughter. But to her surprise, the money was gone.
This account's been closed out by your husband.
How can that be?
The account had been reported lost by her husband. Loris couldn't understand why the bank would let her husband take action without her knowledge.
It's because I'm a woman, ain't it? It'd been the other way around. If I'd been the one passing off a fairy story how I'd lost a passbook and asked for a new one, if I'd been the one who started drawing out what took 11 years to put in, you would have called Joe.
All her years of savings had disappeared. Loris completely broke down. On the way home, Loris realized she would never escape her husband's control, but she couldn't let him ruin their daughter. So she made a decision. If she couldn't escape, she would fight back. That day, a rare solar eclipse appeared over the town. Loris deliberately bought a bottle of wine. After her husband went outside to watch the eclipse, she revealed he had stolen the money. Her husband became furious. Loris kept saying things to anger him, and in his rage, he shoved her to the ground. As the eclipse began, Loris started talking about their daughter to provoke him further. She turned and ran toward the well she had prepared earlier. When she reached it, she jumped over, and her husband, blinded by anger, was completely unprepared and fell straight into the well. The dark clouds covered the sun, and for 6 minutes, the world was plunged into darkness. When the sun reappeared, Loris felt renewed. At that moment, the only thing Loris cared about was her daughter. The wife saw a hole in her husband's pants and couldn't help but laugh out loud. Hearing this, her husband deliberately stuck his butt out, but the wife immediately stopped laughing, realizing that if she laughed anymore, trouble would come. Sure enough, the husband grabbed a wooden stick and struck her on the waist, thinking her laughter was a humiliation. Irene felt immense pain but couldn't make a sound, silently shedding tears, while her husband leisurely sat on the couch watching TV. The daughter noticed something was wrong and asked her mother what had happened, but Irene just shook her head. Over the years, she had gotten used to being treated this way by her husband. She got up to do some work, but her waist hurt so much that she accidentally knocked over a plate. Her husband heard the noise and insulted Irene,
Fat ass. Lousy cooking. Putting that goddamn...
not realizing that she was already on the verge of breaking down.
Guess what, Joe? I ain't tired anymore. You better sit back down, Joe, if you don't want this in your head.
The daughter came downstairs to check, but Irene blocked her view with her body. Once the daughter went upstairs, the husband prepared to hit her again, but Irene suddenly threw an axe at him, threatening that he could either deal with her now or never lay a hand on her again. The husband was stunned into silence by Irene's resolve. From then on, the husband became much more obedient, and life gradually improved. However, something even more terrifying was about to happen. One day, during dinner, Irene noticed that her daughter, who had always done well in school, had been slipping in her grades, and whenever questioned, her daughter seemed absent-minded. While taking her daughter out for a walk to clear her mind, Irene suddenly noticed a pendant around her daughter's neck, one that belonged to her husband's family. How could he have so easily given it to their daughter? A terrifying thought appeared in her mind.
How'd he get the money without the goddamn passbook?
According to this, your husband stated the passbook was lost.
Well, maybe it's legal and maybe it ain't. What I can't believe is that standard bank practice means you don't even make one single goddamn phone call to the person whose name and number's on top of this account?
I'm very sorry, but...
You say you're sorry one more time and I'll kick your butt up so high you'll look like a hunchback.
She spent 20 years saving little by little, only to discover that her husband had stolen everything. Larice completely broke down. Her employer, Vera, noticed something was off and asked what had happened. She patiently listened. Larice revealed everything: the stolen money, the harm she suffered, and what her husband had done to her daughter.
Has he fucked her?
I don't know.
She wasn't sure what to do next. Vera gave her an answer. No matter how far you run, he will find you again. Vera wasn't just offering advice. She was sharing her own experience.
Husbands die every day, Dolores. Sometimes they're driving home from their mistress's apartment and their brakes suddenly fail. An accident, Dolores, can be an unhappy woman's best friend.
Soon, fate gave Laurice an opportunity she never expected. A rare total solar eclipse would pass over the town. Vera took the initiative to give her a day off, and even gave her 2 sets of eclipse viewing gear. Vera urged her to seize the opportunity.
Sometimes you have to be a high-riding bitch to survive.
The townspeople all went out to sea to watch the eclipse. Laurice returned home and prepared a lavish meal. As the eclipse approached, she confronted her husband about the stolen money and what he had done to their daughter, speaking harshly to provoke him. She led him right into the trap she had already set. Her husband screamed for help, but no one in the town could hear him. When the eclipse ended, her husband had fallen into the abyss, and the nightmare seemed to be over. But the damage still remained, and her daughter had never fully recovered.
Get the bloody breakfast on, you lazy witch! What's taking so long? You stupid, ugly whore!
This was once Grace's life. After Grace's mother passed away, her drunk father became ruthless, setting his sights on his adult daughter, Grace. Just because she overslept for 2 minutes, her father dragged her up to work. Even when Grace was beaten unconscious, her father wouldn't let up, but luckily she woke up in time. One day, as Grace watched her father sleep again, she had a terrifying thought. She lifted a steel bucket filled with dirt and ash and walked toward his bed. But in the moment of impact, she hesitated. It wasn't that she lacked the courage, but she feared the heavy consequences. The next day, her father once again threatened Grace with the well-being of her younger siblings, forcing her to go out and earn money. For the sake of her poor brother and sister, Grace had no choice but to work. She went to a wealthy household to work as a maid, where she befriended a close friend named Mary. Mary, like an older sister, taught Grace many things. But one night, when Grace got her first period, she screamed in panic, thinking she was dying. Mary comforted her and patiently explained, helping Grace understand its true meaning. At the same time, Mary gave her a piece of advice. From now on, never trust men too easily.
Why is that?
Because men are liars by nature, Grace.
He gave me $5. $5, that is what his child is worth to him. He said I wouldn't catch him this way. He said he doubted the child was even his, since I've been so obliging with him.
One night, blood stained Grace's skirt. She screamed, thinking her life was about to end. Mary explained to her that it was a sign of becoming a woman, and then gave her one piece of advice. Never trust men.
Because men are liars by nature, Grace. They'll say anything to get what they want out of you. Then think better of it and be off on the next boat.
To ease their fear, they tried divination. Legend says that a complete apple peel can reveal the first letter of your future husband's name. Grace peeled the apple and tossed the skin on the floor, and it formed a J. Mary tried 3 times, but each time the peel broke. Her face darkened. Soon, the master's son, Jordan, came back. He liked to make playful jokes in front of them, and Mary would blush shyly when facing him. Then, Jordan pretended to be sick and only asked Mary to take care of him. They grew closer, until the lady of the house noticed. She warned her son and arranged for his marriage. When the bride appeared, Mary was cast aside. Not long after, Mary fell ill and couldn't eat. Grace felt a coldness inside, as her mother had passed away the same way. That night, Mary vomited again. She clutched a ring and cried, "He promised me."
And he gave me a ring, and for once, I wanted to believe him. I thought he wasn't like other men, but now he's come back on his promise and he would not even speak with me. I don't know what to do.